Hello and welcome to another Monday Minute. My name is Ken Freeman, and what I have for you today is this: 4 keys to successful fundraising in an economic downturn. 4 critically important steps that you can take to ensure healthy fundraising during an economic downturn. Now, here's what it will mean to you: the security of knowing that you are doing the right things when attempting to secure funds for your nonprofit organization. You and I live in the real world, and we both realize it's not as easy to recruit smart, talented board members who have the resources, who have access to and are willing to solicit others of means and have a passion for your cause. I also realize that we have all been through right-sizing, downsizing, and an economic downturn that continues to reduce the size of the corporate volunteer core, the very core that has been the lifeblood of nonprofit boards for years. As the story goes, I know that some of the weakest boards have been built by organizations going to the local companies asking for a representative to serve on their board. These organizations ultimately end up with someone who serves because they're told to do so rather than out of a personal commitment to the cause, and the resulting impact of your income will likely be diminished if your board is not strong. As we all know, the work of building a strong board is the all-important work that is required for the ultimate success of any organization. So what is the key to raising nonprofit money during a tight economy? Well, the answer simply lies in a strong board. In fact, a strong board can overcome virtually any challenge that your organization may face. But building that strong board doesn't happen by accident or luck, nor does it change overnight. It requires a well-defined strategy, a commitment to change on the part of the board and staff, and an understanding of the current board's strengths and weaknesses, and a commitment to spend time and resources to identify, cultivate, and properly recruit and orient strong board members. Now, there's no easy way or a quick fix, no magic bullet, but it will be easier if you will follow these 4 proven steps. Number 1, change the role of your nominating committee from a group that simply fills empty seats to a committee on trusteeship, charged with evaluating the performance of the overall board and every individual board member. This committee also must work to identify the weaknesses of the overall board and correct them. Make your strongest board member the chair of this committee. This gives the committee the clout to get the job done. Far too many nominating committees meet once a year, an hour or so before a board meeting, to decide who they should get to serve on that board. The Committee on Trusteeship, by contrast, is a year-round working committee that is constantly evaluating the needs of the organization and the ability of the board to meet those needs, and it should cultivate prospective board members who have the abilities to fill board needs. When properly cultivated, recruit those people to serve. Number 2, make certain that new board members come in with their eyes wide open. The recruitment process should include a thorough explanation of what is required of the board as a whole and what would be the expectations of the specific member being recruited. If someone is being recruited because of his ability to give and get money, he needs to know that expectation up front. If he agrees to serve on the board knowing what is expected, you will likely have a good, strong board member that will serve you well over time. If he doesn't agree, then he or she wouldn't have been willing to do the things you needed from him had you lured him to the board by not fully disclosing your expectations. Do not bargain with your expectations. You know, often organizations have created side deals with a number of board members during the recruitment process. It's not uncommon to hear someone say, well, Bob is on our board, but we promised that he didn't have to come to the meetings, or Betty is on our board and we promised her that she didn't have to ask for money. These side deals often lead to boards in which everyone has essentially agreed to do nothing, and therefore nothing can or will get done. Number 3, approach the process of board recruitment just as strategically and thoroughly as you would the cultivation of a major gift prospect. Begin with research to determine if that person in question has an interest in your area of service and the talents that you need on your board. You know, if you're looking to build fundraising strength, determine if he or she has given to and solicited gifts for other organizations. Then begin the cultivation process. Anyone who agrees to serve on your board that has not been thoroughly cultivated and educated about your organization is not coming in with his or her eyes open. And the last thing you want are board members who agree to serve because they could not refuse the solicitor. You want board members with a genuine interest in your mission. And of course, it helps to close the deal if the recruiter is someone they can't refuse. And then number 4, when the prospective board member is cultivated and educated, it's time for a request. This needs to be done face-to-face, just as any good solicitation, by a team of people that have a relationship with the prospect. The team should have a plan for a meeting, a job description that shares the general responsibilities of that member and any specific skills that that prospective board member is expected to bring to the board. If you will keep these 4 steps ever before you as you plan your next board recruitment, I promise you that your fundraising will be easier. Why? Because you will have a strong, committed, and dedicated, ready-to-go-to-work board. Now here's what I want you to do. Tell your friends and peers about the Monday Minute, download today's free report, here's the link, and then give me your feedback when you have read the report. Thanks for listening to the Monday Minute. Share this report with everyone you know. And remember, keep up the good work you're doing. You are making a difference, and the other side just can't stand it. Thanks for listening.